Geelong and District Football League. We are the Raiders from all around Geelong.
Welcome back. Before we talk about all the big action on this afternoon, we'll just take a quick look at the ladder where it stands at the moment. There it is there with that technology that's greatest. North Geelong on top and followed by Belpost still. They're definitely out on a tree on their own there. Followed by East Geelong, Werribee Centrals and Geelong West. Then there's a traffic jam underneath there. The Tommy Tigers, the Anarchy Roos, Bannockburn Tigers and Winchelsea Blues all with a chance to make the final five. And Geelong West will be sweating up there, sitting in fifth spot with anything could change the next 3 weeks. Followed by Corio, the Belmont Lions and the Inverleigh Hawks, who have opened their account, going along very nicely at the minute. Well, this afternoon it's a big one. It's up at the Quackerdome. It's the 94.7 match of the day, and it is Grubby Cations. Good morning, Grubby. Hope you're feeling a lot better. He will be back this afternoon on the microphone, and his Werribee Centrals take on the East Geelong Eagles, lamenting after their big loss to the North Geelong Magpies. Eric, a big game for Winchelsea. Sorry, I'll start again. Big game for Werribee Centrals. He's got my sheet running a bit funny here. And East Geelong, of course, would love to bounce back.
Huge game for both clubs, Dick, because people forget that second and third play in the second semi and get a day off, so that that third and fourth position becomes absolutely vital. And I'd suggest that the winner of today's game has the very big chance of getting that double chance. Huge game for Werribee. They are unfortunate to get Belpost still on the rebound last week, but East Geelong on the other hand, well, I guess after quarter time, Andrew, they were pretty ordinary, weren't they? They struggled.
They really struggled, but I mean, you've got to understand that they really didn't have a forward setup. So no Julian Carr, no Josh Bowman. It was all left to young, gone blank. I've gone blank.
Anyway, that other bloke.
I'll think of his name in a minute. They just had no forward setup, and that was their problem. They've got to get a forward setup going for them to have any opportunity to, particularly against that strong-bodied Werribee Central side.
Yeah, my notes here, they need to find a replacement for Josh Bowman, because last week they had a lot of single goal kickers. Even then, under pressure, their goal kicking was poor, and I think that probably lost the game for them. The remarkable thing is, in round 5, Werribee won by 127 points. Can that happen today?
No, I don't think that can happen today. East were at the bottom of their of their run. They're not. They're a side that needs their full list in, and they've got to get games into them. Injuries are hurting them, and injuries hurt them when they won by that. But I can't see that happening again.
All right, well, of course, you can catch all the action this afternoon from 1:30 this afternoon on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of country football. We'll hear the boys and hear Grubby, our mate, back behind the microphone again up there with Eric Nicholls. Out at the former gun club, the Winchelsea Blues, well, very important game for both of these clubs, taking on the Geelong West Cheetahs, sitting in fifth but sweating at the moment with a traffic jam behind them. Andrew, a very good game of footy, and the winner will obviously feel a bit better after this 5 o'clock today.
The winner will feel a lot better after today, Dick, but West, they will be ruining that loss to Thompson a couple of weeks ago. That's the one that could potentially cost them. Winchelsea, they have to keep winning. They have no choice. I mean, it's a logjam, isn't it, Eric? But they have to keep winning, Winchelsea. But the problem they've got is their percentage is so poor. I fancy West out there because they are just such a young running side, and Wall, Denman, those sort of guys are really there. And Harrison is to come back in that side. He didn't play last week, Eric. So that forward set up, Sam Kelly, I just think that West are going to have too many forward opportunities and guns, but I reckon the matchup of the day will probably be Bonner v Robbie Sims.
Absolutely.
I reckon that'll be a great matchup and one to watch.
Another massive game on this afternoon, and boy, these two clubs also need to win to make sure they stay in contention for Final 5 action, and that's the Tommy Tigers out of the Thunderdome taking on the Anarchy Roos. I'll go to you, Eric. Another big game again.
Absolutely, Dick. These are two of the sides that can make the top 5, and who would have thought 4 or 5 weeks ago Thompson were any chance at all? But they're both on 28 points. Thompson 97%, Anarchy 93%. So a win today is crucial, because whoever's going to make it has to win their last 3 games.
What's going on at Anarchy, Eric? They've just lost the plot for a while, haven't they?
It seems to have happened both last year and the year before. They were contenders, but then they fell away. Don't know what it is. They just seem to lose it as they get toward the finals. Thompson, on the other hand, a must win, because they've got Belpost till next week. So they've got a real tough chance to make it. The big test today, Anarchy's got to shut down the 2 leading goal kickers in the comp. Forbes and McLeod. Who would think from only 7 wins, those 2 players are on top of the goal kicking award. So, huge game. Funnily enough, Anarchy won the first time around, but Thompson were at the depths of despair at that stage. Huge game. I think Thompson will win today, but it'll be a tough one.
Mate, at the Keith Barclay Oval, the North Geelong Magpies going along very nicely after 2 tough wins in the last couple of weeks, and they take on the Inverleigh Hawks, top versus bottom. And well done to the North Geelong people too, their netballers and footballers, for going out and feeding the homeless people around Geelong a couple of Friday nights ago. A great incentive indeed by the club. But Andrew, well, I'll go to you. North Geelong Magpies can do nothing wrong at the moment.
Wowee. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I thought you'd be excited.
To use that Brian Taylor expression, but I've seen them the last 2 weeks, obviously been lucky enough to call the games, and yeah, look, they are impressive on every line, and some of the guys that are running around in their twos, Cameron Fletcher and the other Schwennerson boy, some of those guys that are running around in that 2 side will be getting a game in pretty much every other GDFL side. So the doggies really got them running right to the minute, leaving nothing behind. You know, I hope they don't take Inverleigh as a letdown, as an opportunity for a letdown. For the Inverleigh boys, it's an opportunity for them to test themselves against the best, the young boys in particular.
Eric, Bannockburn playing Corio, and another important game because Bannockburn, as you said before we came on air this morning, they're a dark horse, and they wouldn't want to let this one drop, would they?
No, Bannockburn are the only side out of that game that can make the finals. Corio got the potential to upset any of the sides, but I would think that Bannockburn has everything to play for, because in the next 2 weeks they've got Western Anarchy. If they were to win the 3, they could sneak into the fifth position.
They are the dark horse for the 5th spot, aren't they? And you talk about Thompson coming from nowhere. You know, Bannockburn have been up and down, and gee, they could come from anywhere too.
Had an horrendous year, but they could make it.
And I think it's them, Bannockburn and West, who are the younger sides on that big St Albans ground, where leg speed's going to be everything. That it just could be a little bit interesting.
Could be dangerous.
Could be.
And out of the winter resort, well, they nearly won last week, but they didn't quite get there. They fell apart in that last couple of seconds by the Thompson Tigers, the pressure they put on. They come up against a Bellpost Hill side. They're a bit grumpy at the moment, so I don't know how they'll go. Eric, Belmont Lions and Bellpost Hill. Actually, I might even go to Andrew first. I'll get my sheet right this time. What do you reckon's going to win, mate?
Oh, look, the Panthers should comfortably take the game. Hard work for Paul Negro. He's got Bellpost Hill this week, he's got East next week. But the last game could be the game of the round. It'll be Belmont Lions versus Inverleigh in the last game of the round. So I think Panthers will do it pretty comfortably out at the resort.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Well, you can catch all the action on this afternoon, 94.7 The Pulse. The big game up at the Werribee at the Quackerdome. It'll be a beauty. Don't you worry about that. Andrew, thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
And get out there and present that ball out at Winter Resort.
Yeah, got to get on the bike, yep.
Good on you, mate. Eric, thanks very much again.
Thanks, Dick. Look forward to this afternoon.
Happy birthday to Donna, our netball extraordinaire princess. Did a magnificent job again this morning. But it was a birthday yesterday. And g'day, Tommy. Phil Dick Potts here to say good morning again. He loves that for some reason. I know what's going on. Stay tuned for Daryl Pittman, Benny Bennett, Grubby. We already said hello to Grubby. Yeah, Benny Bennett and Kev Murphy paid a visit to the East Geelong Footy Club last week and got me on camera. That'll be interesting to watch. Enjoy your footy this afternoon. I hope your team wins, and we'll catch you all again next Saturday morning. Bye for now.
Geelong and District Football League. We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football